of like happens. I think, of course, I mean, there are songs that people have an idea of what they would like to say or something, and in some cases even very pretty much a well-defined idea. But otherwise, it's like it happens. Just, I mean, the fact is that I'm the only one who maybe was really interested in writing in Spanish.
No, that's not true. But you're like, it's
No,
your
but
native tongue. I mean,
yeah, it's my native tongue, and the thing. Well, yeah.
for me it's harder. I mean, I speak Spanish, but it's not like it's my third language. So for me, I always, when I have an idea of like a lyrics, something about, if I have an idea of what I want the song to be about, then it's easier for me to go to Patricia, and then we can work on it together. And I mean, so usually we always work. I mean, the melody and the lyrics are, of course, are connected. I mean, if you, especially in this kind of music, when it's made with choros and pregones, then you have to. I mean, so it works so much together. So you need to work together also.
Yes.
But you like maybe like the lyrics during the cuerpo, like the verse. Then maybe you have then you have to work more on that one.
Yeah, by myself, of course. I mean, it's a matter of you're always telling a story. That's the song, what it's all about. The smallest melody idea is sort of a mini story. And then you have the larger story from the start to the end, and then you have the musical harmony, which is a story by itself, and then you have, of course, the lyrics that tells a story, or not. It's always like that. So you have to choose really, where am I? What can I say in this 2 seconds or 2 minutes or first minute or whatever? And it depends very much also on how the song is.
Yeah, it depends on the song.
Arranged. I mean, how long is the verse? So how much can you say in the verse? Can you tell the entire story? We are. I consider myself as still being pretty beginners in that sort of stuff. I mean, we've done it, but it's still like you can always improve that. It depends. It really depends.
To do both?
It's yeah. I think we still have not got any song that's strictly lyrics based.
No, I mean this album is it's the same way as Con Fuerza. We like different people in the group come up with different ideas from like basic ideas from the song, maybe a tumbao or a groove or something, maybe, and sometimes an arrangement like it's with horns and everything, and then me and Patricia, we are like taking over the song and add lyrics and melodies and stuff like that, and maybe change some harmonies, and you know, it's very different. And sometimes when you and me write, when it's only you and me, we start maybe just with some chords and add, yeah, and then maybe we start by doing the verse. Maybe we start doing the verse and then or maybe chorus, and I mean it's very different from song to song. And some songs, I mean, you just want them to be about like fiesta and party, and then it's not that hard to write lyrics. But
I think for me it's hard to write party lyrics actually.
yeah,
I'm always into it, sort of. That's what you say. But I mean, for me, since I'm a Spanish is my mother tongue. I was born with it, so for me it really means something. I cannot tell whatever. And in my world of Spanish, I have a respect for it. So it's sort of, I cannot just we say whatever.
compared to me.
No, no. I mean, this is my starting point, and I'm not so. Maybe because of that, I'm probably if I would have been if I would have lived in a Spanish-talking country, then I would probably feel more free in regards to the language, and it doesn't matter. But since I don't, and it's like for me, I would like to do it correct or sort of stuff, then it's more like I feel I have a great respect. Although, I mean, there are so many countries that speak Spanish and they do it in their own way. I know that my way of speaking Spanish is very awkward to Cubans. And when they hear the Spanish lyrics, they say, well, what's that? I mean, it sounds poetic, but it's not poetic. It's more like it's another way of Spanish. Yeah, that's true. That's a thing. So for me to make actually a party lyrics song, it's tougher. It's a tougher job. That's how I feel for it. I don't know if I'm that good at it. I mean, you could try. I think our work together makes it good, because if I would have the totally free hands, it would probably end up in something that might be difficult. Yes, a book.
Rather than a song.
Yes,
so
what Thomas is telling me. Oh, I don't want it.
I don't want a book. I don't want a book. I want mueve tu cintura, mueve la cintura.
He wants a little bit more lighter.
Yeah.
But I want a meaning. I mean, that's important for me. And it's important for Thomas too. But I mean, it's like you're more.
The most important thing for me is I want to affect the people in the audience. So if the lyrics get too complex, then I notice that I don't get the connection with the audience. So I think you can really sing a really, really deep lyric. I mean, something that is very meaningful, and
it doesn't have to be deep.
And really get through to the audience. Yeah. But that's for me, because I'm the singer. For me, it's important. I want to look in people's eyes, and I want to see that they understand what I'm saying. Even in, I want to believe it myself, and I want to sing it to the audience. So even sometimes when we play in Sweden, people don't understand the lyrics, but when I ask someone who don't understand Spanish, I can ask them, and they tell me what the song is about, because they know what the song is about, even though they don't understand Spanish. And that's, for me, that's a good lyric, because then I can sing it in a way so people understand without even knowing Spanish. So. That depends.
Random.
No, it's never random. I mean, it's mostly El Cafi, Kalle Frid, and Petter. It's usually them who makes the mambos and the horn arrangements, and
they do all the arrangements.
Yeah, but also the other common player, Magnus Wiklund, did the arrangement for Loco. This time it was the first time he did an arrangement in this kind of music, so it got very interesting. I really like the arrangement. But both Petter and Kafri, they're excellent arrangers. They make a great job doing that, and very different styles. Kafri is a trombone player, so it's much more trombones in there, and more melody maybe, and Petter is more syncopated rhythms and more like doing it more, like it's working more. It's a different style, very different. So that's also, I like it because the album, it's the same group, but because we're different people, then you can really tell the difference, and I like that. Yeah,
Rumba.
it was. I'm a percussionist. I studied tumbadora in La ENA, so I'm very into the percussion arrangements. Of course, we are doing it together, like with Ricard Valdez and Harry Wallin. But I wanted to do, in the beginning of El Anillo, I wanted to do, Petter wrote the song, like the basic song, the cuerpo and the tumbao. I had some ideas for coro, but we changed them actually. But and he wanted some vocals there in the beginning, and he wanted like a rumba thing. And I thought like, oh, let's do something similar to what we did in the beginning of Somos Calle Real. Because it's also over like 3/2 rumba clave, the beginning of Somos Calle Real. So we did like a new thing. We just jammed and we came up with that groove. And then we liked it, and then we didn't write any lyrics to it. So it became a
No,
trumpet solo.
it was a lyrics, but the thing was...
Yeah, it had lyrics,
It
but
had lyrics, but
we didn't like... I mean,
you didn't like the idea of having that sort of a song in the beginning.
no, I don't know why. I think it was time pressure also.
Yeah. Yeah, we always say, no, we will do that.
We will do that
Yeah,
later.
and
We'll do that
when
later.
it really came to it,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, just do your trumpet.
Interesting. Well, I mean, it depends on what you mean with clave changes. We don't have, as far as I know, we don't have any like clave changes when we change, when we break up the clave. But we quite often like change the one of the beat. So
Yeah.
we have 2/3 and 3/2 in the same song, but the clave never breaks.
Okay, so you do it in the arrangement, but you don't play the two side twice,
No,
or the
no,
three
no,
side
no,
twice, you
no,
do it
no.
musically.
No.
I mean, it depends on, maybe on the last album it was more like that. But
In the first album.
Yeah, in the first album.
Yeah, we had like one or two
Yeah.
things
Places where that
but
happened.
that was because we thought it sounded better. But also it was like when we had, it was also when we had like a repris in the beginning, you know, we took a part from in the middle of the song and put it in the beginning, and then when we changed it to the cuerpo, we changed we just like played the two sides, or the three sides twice or something. But that's just because we thought it sounded better. But I think on this album we don't. I don't
You don't know it very well, no. But it's more like sometimes maybe, I mean, the clave, we usually work on that don't break up the clave, but on the same time, when, since we are not Cubans and we don't play quite the same they do sometimes, and it might be so that sometimes the accents are a little bit unusual, so that you maybe fool the beat that we have made clave changes. The thing is that the clave is still there, it's getting back, it's just give it patience to feel it again. So it's,
Yeah.
yes, we are a
We
little
have
bit...
parts where we don't care about the clave.
Yeah,
but
it's not that quite obvious where you feel the clave. It's like, yeah, unique on both sides of the part, so to speak.
The name and the harmonies are also quite similar. Like it's a groovy track. So and also the lyrics. I mean the lyrics on Somos Familia we felt was a good first song. No, we hate each other.
Yeah, we are really, I mean, at this very moment we are a little bit...
Sick of each other?
Sorry? No, not sick, no, I don't, well I hope not, but no, we are in, it's like a family, and we've been precisely arguing about who's gonna wash the dishes, so to speak. So this is how we feel at this very moment. It's not like we are sick of each other or something. No. But it's yes, it is. I mean, I think it's the only way of keeping up such a band for so long time. It's because we feel some sort of connection, some sort of commitment to whatever it is.
I think it's I mean, we had our 10th anniversary and we played for like 10 years. I haven't been in the group for 10 years, but I think the only way to like keep 12 people together for so long, I mean, it's either money, it's not money in this case, and or it's friendship. I mean, so I think it's friendship. It has to be.
I mean, many of the times it happens that we haven't had a concert for a while because for any reason. And then when we have the first, and then let's say rehearsal or live performance, then people sort of like, wow, this is why I'm standing up with all this extra bonus, so to say.
It's like a relationship. I mean, sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's wonderful. Yeah, we're 12 people, so.
Yeah, and not always we are in the same cycle or the same phase on the cycle. Abreme was a song that a guy, the former bass player called Magnus Gimson, he wrote it. Sorry?
He wrote it in Cuba when he was there with Rika.
Rika, yes, and that was maybe 2002 or something? Was it?
Yeah,
maybe even earlier. It was before we went to Cuba, was it after?
No, it was before.
It was before,
yeah.
Yeah. So, and then we made a version of that, and he wrote the basis.
Harmonies
the harmonies and the bass
some
line.
ideas for a groove.
Some ideas for even the song, I think, too. Yeah. Yes, and then we made a song, and that song was
actually we changed in the new version.
Yes,
but
with the former song. But then we retook it with Thomas made a rearrangement of that song, and then we did a remake of it.
Yeah, before I started to sing, I played percussion, so we played it actually with our old singer, the guy who sings in the track Hua. I mean, it's on the Putumayo
Baila Latin party.
Yeah. So, but and then when he quit the band, we didn't play it anymore. But I always liked that song very much. So I did a new arrangement together with Donny Gunnar, the piano player. So we did a new arrangement, and we did some new lyrics and stuff.
Changed pretty much.
But I like the song. It's I heard it's when we went to France, not this time, but last time. We were going into the gig, and people came up to me, you have to play Abreme La Puerta, you have to play Abreme La Puerta. And I was like, how do you know that song? We haven't played it yet.
Yes.
And then got hold of some bootleg version from Venezuela, and it was like a hit in France. They played it every night, twice at least, at the salsa clubs there. So when we played it that night, everybody went wild. It was great. We're happy that we took it back.
You asked also of Amigo Vicente.
Yeah.
Actually, that song was supposed to be on the former CD, but it never wasn't room enough. So it came to
and the arrangement also wasn't that
it wasn't finished.
It wasn't a finished song, but now
it is. Now it really is. I mean, it's really good. It's I mean Kafri, he's the one who wrote most of the basis for that song.
Yeah.
And it's his world. Okay, who we are hearing most of, but it felt pretty much like a good thing to have in relation to the rest of the song to make a good album.
Yeah, we wanted a song that
Yeah.
like really was something else. And I think it really is something else. So
In the beginning.
yeah,
Yeah,
But
the
we-
first
yeah, the-
2.5 minutes, and then it goes into the bridge, and then it becomes like it's like 100 beats per minute or something. Great dance
Yeah,
groove
that's
and
really
everything.
that's one of the most successful parts in this album. Probably it was not the swing, the last part, but it's like I mean, you know the lyrics. It's about never-ending story. No, but it's like everybody wants to be young, and you're find your way of being young. And that way, one of the ways is just playing the game, and then you sort of get back into that feeling that we had when we were playing it. So every time you play that game, maybe you make a regression in time and in space. It's a little bit like that.
yeah.
The lyrics, that was the idea.
When I was a kid, I played all the time. I didn't have my own console, so I couldn't play. But I went to friends' house every day, played with my friends, just for fun.
Yeah.
And so the song is, I mean, the lyrics is about like those happy days when you didn't have anything to do, just have fun, and well, you went to school. But
And it's also because I mean, Kafri is very fond of. He is a jazz. It's very jazzy too, actually. You could
well,
take
the
away
group,
the.
I know. Capri also, he's very like he really likes like Bamban in the beginning, like the first, the first two recordings by Bamban, and what's the name of that tune? That's almost like a Beatles tune. The one.
Que Paulo says
No,
even
earlier.
Uh,
Well, it's a lot of
Yeah.
it's string arrangements, a bit like
Yeah.
that, and with early Bamban, and I know he likes those tracks. I like them too very much, and also the groove is a bit like early songo, like almost songo pop groove, like the first track. I mean the conga pattern. I play conga on that song, and the conga pattern is it's a pattern I learned from Toro, and he learned it from Changuito. So it's also almost like a funky songo pattern. So, and together with Harry's like funk beats, it's a very special groove. But I really like it. I think it turned out well. And then it comes in, as you said, into the bridge, and then it becomes a normal like songo-ish tune. But yeah, the beginning is strange. But also the way I sing is very strange, of course. I mean, I'm able to sing like that because we have that we have a very good sound always. So that's why you can sing soft like that. If when we rehearse, sometimes I have hard to sing it because in our rehearsing studio it sounds so
harsh.
yeah. So then I have to like sing more salsa-ish, like more the higher pitch.
Yeah, it's another approach, completely another approach. It's not a ballet like a charanga banera intro or something. It's completely different.
I like the tune actually. It's one of my favorites. It's like I don't get tired of this because it's so different.
Okay, that one.
Yeah. We discussed that in the group.
Yeah,
It was
we
not
used to-
my idea. They took my voice and it went into some machine, and then it sounded like that. So
it's just the joy.
Yeah. I don't know. It was not my idea, but it's there now.
Just for fun? Just something you did for the heck of
pretty
it?
much. That it is.
Yeah, I mean,
We wanted to make it with really live, but it's live voices, but it's difficult to find the timing and stuff. We made some sort of tries to do it without the effect, but it
actually all it's it's kind of funny because all the lead vocals are recorded on tour in different hotel rooms. So we recorded like every song is a new hotel room. So we just had like a computer and some mics and stuff, and so we just took it up and I sang in the hotel rooms. So all the lead vocals are kind of like
sponsored by the Swedish hotel chains.
elite hotels, Sweden. No, but so it was like I think I did that song like in the middle of the night, maybe I don't know, somewhere in Sweden I think, and then Andreas, the bass player, Andreas Unge, who recorded everything. It was me and Andreas who recorded mostly. I was singing, he was recording. So he just like took it and did it, and then he sent it to everybody, and it was everybody like always thought differently about it. So but it ended up like, we used it anyway. So. Depends on different parts of the song. We have like we mostly play in the beginning. First time we play a new song live, we always play it like we recorded it or we rehearsed it, like for everybody to feel like free, to like so they know the song. But then after a while we have to change stuff, of course, to not get bored of our own songs. And then we like maybe I pick up a song again, like start over with the coro and stuff like that, and then it's totally open. Then you never know what happens.
But who is in charge when that happens? Is Harry or who does that?
No, it's much Thomas. Thomas is.
So you can direct the bass. You direct the bass and the drums and everything.
I do. when it happens, I do.
You have
the golden moment would be when you tell or when somebody comes up with a new photo, and then.
Yes, yeah, actually, I mean, something.
It's not so easy because people doesn't.
No,
with the Spanish.
No, sometimes.
So
sometimes we make up new choros,
yeah.
But I think the Metales have been really good lately.
Yeah.
They started doing new things on the gigs. I really like it.
New
mumbles and little things and stuff like that. New things, and that's when you get like inspired to do new things. And so, but yeah, I'll try to be in charge when we do new things.
I mean, you have
IQ the Metales and the bomba, and if you want, I mean,
immediate feedback from the audience or the closest feedback.
Yeah. I can see when they get bored.
Yeah, but it's because you don't have nothing in front of you to hide this direction. So it's like, I mean, if
I don't have a cymbal here.
Yeah, I don't have a cymbal. You don't have a big trombone in your face.
Yeah, but
and you're just
it's not that, but it just. I don't know why I usually do it, but.
Sometimes, maybe
sometimes I do it and they don't listen. And they do something else. I mean, it's not like they don't get paid if they don't do what I'm saying.
No, we don't.
We don't work like
nobody gets paid, so it doesn't. So we don't have that problem. Yeah, we try.
Yes.
We've been thinking of it many times. I mean, it's better to give them a little better take up than the bootleg. But then it gets into sort of, no, but it has to be good, and it has to be, we are so, yeah, perfectionist in some sense.
No, but it's not that. I mean, next CD definitely will be a live CD or a DVD. And I mean, we have the best like sound engineer guy, Francisco Hernandez. He records every gig.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
maybe only on 2 tracks, but it's not hard to record like a full track, and then you can mix it. So I mean, it's not. I mean, we just like waiting for maybe we have a tour, like 1 month tour or something. Then we just record every gig and we pick the best songs. So
we've been talking about it.
I think we should do that because it's. I mean, it's a different a live CD or DVD is. This music is perfect for a live CD. I mean, it's.
Yeah, and we are not virgin anymore. I mean, because I mean, in the sense of that. No, I mean, the studio you can always control. That bootleg from Venezuela was really. And then, okay, they like it. Okay, good. Okay.
But I mean, it sounds
10.
like shit. So I mean.
Yeah, it sounds like it nowadays, but it entered the amongst the top 10 in DJ Malau's list. And we didn't ask for it.
In France,
just
a lot of French DJs put it.
So
like
it's not that bad neither. But I mean, the song wasn't really ended by then.
I mean, for me it doesn't matter.
I
mean, for me it doesn't matter. But I mean, it's always more fun to give them something that is good, and it's so easy for us to do that. Actually, I mean, we should do it. Actually,
yeah, we really.
You could even sell it.
Yeah. We have to do it.
No. It's strictly forbidden to do any money in what we do. Hopefully.
No, but
we
hopefully
would like
next CD will be a live CD, definitely.
The nice thing was that when these videos in YouTube from the concerts we had in France in December 2008, when they started coming, people, I started getting mails from people. What has Gunnar ended the band? No, who is Anthony? And I, what, Anthony? Yeah, and then, they mean Donny probably. Okay, who is Donny? Has Gunnar quit the band? No, it's Donny is Gunnar. But then Donny is more like a fictitious sort of character. And it's when Donny is like, start playing the tumbao. That's one thing.
It sounds so weird to scream like Gunnar.
Yeah.
It sounds ugly. So
I don't know why Spanish people or Spanish.
He wrote that song, and we came up with the lyrics just for fun. It was not like dedicated to him or anything. It was just for fun.
I mean, he had a request. Could you make it feminist? And I said, what? Well, no, actually not for that song. I'm mixing it up.
Yeah, that's another song.
That's another song. That's another song that he wrote. But the song about El Donny, it's like.
But we wrote that song like
about somebody who doesn't exist.
Yeah, like Amigo Jose.
Yeah,
doesn't exist.
It's a fictitious character.
Yeah.
And we call him Donny because he did the song, and we love everybody Donny.
Yeah.
Donny is usually a very quiet person. I mean, Gunnar is a very sort of. Everybody's like, and Gunnar is sort of calm, and we like him. We really love him. So and he did a song, and we just made it up. So in Project El Donny, it's not like El Donny is doing all that stuff. I mean, we started from El Donny, but then people started
up the song.
started spicing it up, and then now El Donny is in charge of everything that everybody would like, have done, will do. I don't know. It's not. that. Then that's what I said 1 minute ago, but it wasn't. I just mixed it again. Gané is a song that was written by Gunnar Tullberg. His nickname is because he is Donny. He is the one who plays the timbal. He is a guitar player too. And when he presented that song, I remember it so strong. The night we were in his studio, and he just sort of pushed the record, the play button, and we heard the MIDI sort of sketch, and it was like, wow, this is completely different. And then he just for fun he said, yeah, could you make it with the feminist lyrics? And so Gunnar, this song is so hard. Yeah, you will have to take what it comes. And that's when it has a lot of testosterone probably in some way, but still power, energy. It's not because fuerza. Yeah, that's what not testosterone. It's a bad word. It's very weird song in the beginning. Actually, the verse is very. It's like you could pick the beginning and skip the verse and put the rest of it, and then you have too much of a stroke. So I think the verse sort of makes you wait a little bit. People are. One reaction I got from Melau, because I sent him in 2 or 3 months ago the song, and he downloaded, and while he was listening to it, he was sort of writing to me, and the first impression of Gané was, and even Los Dos Sabemos was, it's so calle real, he said. And I want to ask him what you mean by that, but are we able to speak about our music in those words?
I don't know, but I mean, I think one thing that is very calle real is that actually the songs are quite different from each other, all the songs. And that's not very common in, like, because usually often they have like the same songwriter on whole album, or at least the same arranger, like it's one guy doing all the arrangements. But we're 12 different people, and everybody had their part, and that's why all the songs are quite different. I can imagine like another band playing like timba song or style, doing different songs like Somos, like maybe Super Mario Bros. And La Eternidad del Amor and Somos Familia, Los Dos. They're very different songs, but I mean, we glue them together because we record them and play them together. It's all made by us. So I think maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure, but maybe that's one thing that makes us a bit different. Depends. I usually like make how the song is built up. I never like write a mambo. Maybe I have some ideas sometimes, but I never like write the mambo or arrange it for the horn section. But I usually like arrange the the beginning and the end and the cuerpo and how all the parts, I put them together. And then I try to like make it as, I mean, as I said before, I'm the singer. For me, it's very important that people dance to the songs. But I also like to do maybe some small stuff that maybe make them like wake up.
Yeah, wake up.
Because sometimes when you play, I mean, you play for just a dance audience, and sometimes you can feel like, oh, but they can have a CD instead, because they just want to dance, like dance. I mean, I love dancing, and I love salsa, and I love to dance, but
do you feel that with us? I don't get that impression.
no, but I mean, we don't get that much. I didn't say that, but it's nice to, like, in the beginning when we, for example, when we did the breakdown on Princesa. Oh yeah, chiquitita, that one when we just broke it down and made a new tempo, and then we speed it up again. That was a thing we did just to like make the dancing audience just stop and maybe look at the band.
Instead of getting it up.
No, actually, yeah,
down.
we stayed in that. Yeah, we stayed that.
Pretty.
Yeah, actually, we do it on.
Pretty. I would say vågad.
Daring.
Yeah, it's pretty daring that. I mean, it takes guts to go down in tempo in a song, which actually.
Yeah, and then in that song you stay in that groove to the end of the song,
yeah.
and the other.
But that was
most of the time people will. Most of the time, but usually drop down and then you go back up after a few measures. But
no, but that's the way Gunnar wrote the song, so I had to work with that. So that's not my fault. But I really like it because I really like that slow groove.
It's a new.
I think it works.
Yeah, I mean it's a bit too slow. Maybe to dance.
It depends on the person.
Yeah, of course it depends, but I think it's good.
I mean, there are some. I think all the songs have potential at least to be. Most of them. Yeah, not all, but nearly all have the potential of being really hits on the dance floor. They are meant to be that. And when they were wrote, I remember wrote when I was writing local hits like that. You get more and more excited, and then you want it really to be a good party dance.
But I also felt when we did the new album, it was very nice. It was a great feeling that you didn't have to because we can't play when we play live. We can't play like all the songs from the new album. So you could also like push it a little bit more in another direction, or Super Mario Bros, for example. And because I mean, if the audience think it's strange, I mean, then we don't have to play it because we have a lot of songs. But we played it in France and they really like it. So I hope it's going to work. But that's the nice thing about doing a second album. You don't have to play all the songs live.
Yeah, the release party.
Yeah, it's going to be a great party. Definitely.
We are excited. I mean, it's a new journey to release a record. It's a lot of work before, and then after once it's done, it's more work to make it spread and back it up with sort of promotion. That's what we're doing at this very moment, and hopefully it will render some good concerts. And what we ultimately want to do is, of course, to get overseas, to the United States, to Mexico, to Colombia, to Venezuela again, Puerto Rico. We would like to do
that.
Yes, Peru, Chile, Argentina.
Watch out.
So this is what it's we hope to accomplish with this new CD.
We're not hoping that. We are going to do that.
Yeah,
so
it's more than hope.
Yeah.
But of course, we cannot promise it. But 2010, that's the year we will do that. I hope. Most likely.
Okay. See you guys then.
Thank you.
See you there.
See you there.